I was trying to put it so the see the sun rising. Can you see it okay?
Alright, come along, Penny. I'm late for my first meeting at Buckingham Palace.
Oh, Uncle Gadget,
I love
is that
Inspector
Chief Quippy?
Gadget.
I believe you're right. How are you, Chief?
He can't answer you. These guards have a rule against talking on duty.
Really? If you don't think I should have a raise in pay, Chief, I want you to tell me now. Oh, no, you can't have a raise. And here's your mission. Mads Master Impersonator Presto Changeo attempting to infiltrate police secret meetings. Your mission is to find him before he learns any secret plans. This message will self-destruct. Right, Chief?
Oops, that's the wrong music. Oh, I guess. Oh, the bandwidth on that just went out, so that's okay. We are going to do some reading. We're on chapter 9. I'm going to take a sip of water. Yeah, we were just doing, I wouldn't call them exercises. Kind of just moving around. Interpretive dance? I don't know. I wouldn't even call it that. Thank you. All right. Chapter 9. I don't know how much reading I'm going to do. My throat's been a little funky. To Our Lady of the Scapular and of the Rosary, page 99. The result of Algebrotta, writes the historian Oliveira, was lightning like, even a thrust to the heart. The result of Algebrotta, writes the historian Oliveira, it was lightning like, even has a thrust to the heart. It's like you got run over by a train. Looks like you've seen a ghost. Happens to me just about every day. It's like a cycle, almost like a washing machine or a car. I know, it's kind of cool learning about all that stuff. Has that hit the public schools yet? Or are they still arguing about God and man and women stuff? How insane. I'm not sure how they've gotten away with it this long. I know, what a fucking cash cow, huh? Totally maddening. Anyways. The conquered king retired from Portugal with his army. We sure hope so. It's absolutely sickening to us. We've been trying to get people to acknowledge reality. And it seems everyone just wants to ignore and blame, perpetuate, influence, profit from. And it's disgusting. So, yeah. Right with you there. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. We're very concerned about our children and what these punks have been getting away with and the murder of innocent people. We're dead mothers and our children have been abused in unspeakable ways. It's not a joke. So I really hope the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do. 'Cause I believe the children. The conquered king retired from Portugal with his army, vowing, however, to return and to punish Nun Alvarez and his rebels. 4 days later, Nun Alvarez made a pilgrimage to the sanctuary of Our Lady in Aurum, thus setting foot for the first time in his own country. Later, he had a votive church erected there. King John, having caught Nuno's spirit of devotion and gratitude to Our Lady, made a pilgrimage on foot to the Madonna of Oliveira in Guimarães. Guimarães. That's a hard word to say. And Guimaraes. And the second A has a triangle thingy above it. I was going to try to show it to you. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. What's that? We did listen earlier to the Star Talk Plus clip. Yeah. What do I think about what? Oh, and they mentioned the one that was murdered upside down. Yeah, that's an interesting story throughout history, and many in different classes sometimes mention that historical line and understanding of a lot of things. It kind of lifts the veil and brings understanding to a lot of different things. Right, and his last words were something, your God is so little, and I think he was referring to, how they believed in different things. He was being punished, I believe, for claiming onus or having special powers to things that are like gravity or magnetism, using drugs or chemicals, anesthesia. I'm sure people were punished back then quite often. Right, and I mean, some felt that it was wrong and they were considered saints or martyrs because they were trying to help and heal people. Right, I mean, I'm sure you can imagine the confusion over the years with those things. And some actually, being good people and trying to heal someone with an herb. Right, and then that's getting cast off as witchcraft and should be punished. Well, no, only punishable if they're deceiving and lying to people. Well, you had a bad reaction because... Right, and sometimes they say the sicker, you have that Hexheimer state, and it's interesting, they call it Hexheimer state. When you look at the history there, if you have a hex, are you cursed? Are you blessed? Right, to bring understanding to those things, to completely ignore it and allow the continued atrocities that happen around us, and people just profit from medicating simple symptoms. Sadness, depression. Do you have a migraine? It's absolutely insane. And it's totally fun to learn about those things and where those feelings come from and how to cope with them without medicating with such powerful drugs. I'm not saying don't pop your pills if you want to pop them. I'm just saying it's a little sick when we see that people who do pop pills for every little symptom, over the years, those are the ones that seem to have most of the problems and need organ replacements and stuff like that. Well, I mean, the ones, that are well-to-do get the organ replacements. And when you look at the other ones, I mean, they get put on, respirators and medications, which makes a lot of money too, so. Yeah, those sleep apnea machines, huh? Yeah, let's just all strap on an oxygen tank and walk around naked with sovereign rights. Yeah, well, my name is Connie Chung, and Maury Povich is a bitch. So anyways, I really hope that the proper authorities do what they're supposed to. I don't know either of them. I'm just talking out my ass, really. And you want to help the kids and grow the fuck up? Okay, my name's Mary. We're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine, and I have 4 children here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. Michael Scott Garand, a sick mother. It horrifies me. And it horrifies me that whether or not I should be yelling and angry. Anyone at this level of awareness, most people snap. It doesn't get this far. That's what we're trying to tell you. We've been doing this a long time, and we understand these networks. The private investigator tried explaining that to some people in 2009, and they gaslit the shit out of them. And it's sad how people protect those sick, nasty cunts sluts and pieces of shit, and for people to understand how that's a business and all intertwined from the street and throughout our systems. Yeah, you're so cool. Right, so anyways, anytime people want to get real and address the facts and concerns here, that'd be great. And it's absolutely sad and horrific how we've tried to avoid going down addressing the abuse, knowing that it's unspeakable and how hard that is to prove. And it can actually do a disservice to helping those investigations. And it aids and abets them, because then they can throw you in the crazy Karen, everyone's a child molester. Right, Bill Burr? They were making out right in front of me. Yeah, it's absolutely sick and disgusting when you look back at a lot of different things and people who were aware. And when you see what happened to them, some of them in those loops and groups, you look at Bob Saget, Norm Macdonald. I mean, I can name quite a few, actually. And then when you see the nasty, stupid fucking pieces of shit that jumped on the old systemic racist jokes and getting non-existent people under a pizza place. Yeah, absolutely insane when you actually go back. I don't know, Macaulay Culkin, what did he say about his shoes? Were they made of kids' skins? I know, it's absolutely fucking stupid. And then you see these dumb idiots profit from, I came in like a wrecking ball. Don't feel my heart, my aching breaking heart. Let's get a talk show, daddy. Right, they're so fucking nasty. I really hope the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do to help these kids, because we're sick of watching them lick their fucking dogs' assholes, literally powder their dogs' fucking assholes, while these kids get fucked and tortured by psychotic people on drugs that they profit from. You sick fucking people, wake the fuck up.